The Adani bribery case in the US that made him wanted made so many Kenyans confirm their belief that most of the MPs they elected are not serving their interest but the interest of President William Samoei Ruto. This is after the president actually revoked or cancelled the contract with regards to the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport takeover and also the takeover of Ketraco. Now, there are two things you will ask yourself. Why didn't the president do that the moment the whistleblower came and said, hey, wake up, they are selling our airport? And the Kenyans uproar about it, and they were so concerned about this. They wanted to know what was in this contract. 30 years takeover, then 10% profit for a lifetime after that 30 years. I mean, it was a very shoddy contract. And remember, in this video link up here, I talked about that the Raila Amolo Odinga that we know could be the man behind pushing Adani into Kenya. It could be his own making, since this Adani had funded him two consecutive presidential campaigns, that is the 2022 and the 2017. Could this be what was in the broad-based government contract that we also don't know, just like in the handshake? Therefore, we are left with questions of the integrity of our members of parliament. Can we put them in the test of integrity and let them pass? You know, the constitution says the sovereign power resides with the people, which they can exercise it either directly or indirectly through the elected leaders. We have our members of parliament, we have our women representatives, we have our senators, governors who represent us. Unfortunately, whenever they are there, most of them are so compromised, like we saw with the case of impeachment of the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua. Our leaders have brought shame to the National Assembly. They've also brought shame to the Senate. And for a long time, we knew that Senate was the house that was being led by integrity, because we had lost faith with the National Assembly, because we did know they were already into the pockets of the president. How funny is it that when the president was supporting Adani, these MPs were everywhere telling Kenyans how Adani is a reputable company and there is nothing wrong with Adani coming to take over these entities that Kenya owns, like the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, our ports. You understand? The moment the US tags this person as wanted, then the president addresses the nation and says that he has cancelled the contracts with Adani. And you see those MPs cheering. So you got to wonder, don't you have a brain of your own to get to know this is wrong or this is right? Whom are you representing? Because clearly you are not representing the interest of the people.
Lakini niseme wabunge walio hapa, and mother, you are my fellow member of parliament. You know, our people do not know that our parliament is bicameral. We have the Senate and the National Assembly, and all of us are MPs. It was very embarrassing. Again, sisi tumekuwa tukiteta, kila mtu anateta anasema Adani, it's not Adani, ni watu ambao hatuwezi kuamini. The MPs walikuwa wanateta wanasema Adani ni nzuri, Adani ni nzuri. Sasa mheshimiwa rais aliposema, baada ya Marekani kusema hawa ni wezi, mheshimiwa rais aliposema he has cancelled the contract, tena wale wabunge wameanza tena kupiga makofi. Sasa sisi tunashindwa, tunaelekea wapi? Rais akisema Adani ni nzuri, Raila akisema ni nzuri, mnapiga makofi. Rais akisema nimegundua hawa watu si wazuri, tena mnapiga makofi. Sasa tunaelekea wapi jameni, kama wabunge?
Talking about Rigathi Gachagua, just the other day when Moses Kuria began talking about him in a church in Murang'a, the pastor began singing. What does this show? Remember when Gachagua was impeached, he did say, when you feel that you were so touched in your heart, don't go to the streets. Don't go destroying businesses. No, don't demonstrate. What you should do, just sit down and sing. Now, this pastor exercised that directly Because the moment Moses Kuria wanted to speak, and he was geared towards speaking ill about Rigathi Gachagua, the pastor began singing, and the congregation followed suit.
Akale Gachagua goke,
ti thero twimura
kwaria ne kwaria kwaria ne kwaria
tahana tariange
kwaria ne kwaria
Jesu neryo ritwa riake nowe motuhoeri.
That aside, fact-checking about William Samoei Ruto's State of the Nation address, he said that milk production has risen to 7.2 billion liters in 2023 from 4.8 billion in the previous year. Is it true? Is it false? Now, according to the Economic Survey 2024, milk production in 2022 was 4.6 billion liters and not 4.8 billion as Ruto claims. Now, in 2023, it was 4.56 billion liters, not 7.2 billion liters, therefore indicating a decline in production. Now, when we go to coffee production, because he was saying they are on track, or the nation is on track to increase its exports. What does the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics say? That in 2022, coffee production was at 51,900 metric tons. Yeah. Yet in 2023, it was at 48,700 metric tons, meaning there was a decline in production. Therefore, that is just but a few of the things that the president did say that are inconsistent with reality. So we as Kenyans, whom are we left with? What direction should we take? Because clearly we are seeing it's like we did elect clowns into these oppositions to represent us. They went there, they forgot that the people had their interest. The people wanted to see development. The people are not running away from paying taxes. They really want to, but they want to see their taxes working. Tell me, how could we spend billions and billions of money trying to peacekeep in Haiti, yet we cannot even manage to pay our lecturers, we cannot manage to pay our teachers, we cannot manage our tertiary institutions' education. The education sector is crumbling. This money could be used to peacekeep inside our country and also to make sure that our systems are running smoothly. Anyway, there is William Samoei Ruto for you. If you love content of this nature and you're watching from our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and press notification button so anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. If you're watching from our Facebook page, kindly follow our Facebook page for regular updates. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the unscripted talks here in DURB Radio. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, DURB Radio ndio mpango mzima.